Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Columbus Career Analyst. And today I will be going over a match preview for the Cruise game against the Philadelphia Union tonight. And so, first, I'd like to start off with a few stats about the Crew and Philadelphia Union. So, first, Philadelphia is third in the table, the overall supporter shield table, and the Crew are second. So, the Crew are one place above. And the Crew also have 24 points, which is two higher than Philadelphia's 22 points. And so if you look at their goal differential, Philadelphia has a goal differential of 11, while the Crew have a goal differential of 8. So a little bit better for Philadelphia, and they've also given up the same amount of goals, which is 10, but Philadelphia scored 3 more goals. And then if you look at the expected table on the left side of your screen, Philadelphia is second in the expected table, and the Columbus Crew are seventh. And the expected goals table, is basically the standings if expected goals were counted instead of goals. And expected goals is a metric that's used to basically give a better, more accurate representation of which team was better throughout the game. So each time a player shoots, it will calculate the amount of the chance that the shot will go in, and it uses the position of the shot, the goalkeeper positioning, defender positioning, and how the ball's moving. If it's bouncing or on the ground sitting still for them to shoot, then they'll have a higher XG. If it's just sitting still and they have an open goal. So, and then all of those XGs per shot are added up to make the full XG for a team, for the game, for each team. And what the XG table does is it will award a win to whichever team has a higher XG in that game. So for a regular table, it will award a win for whichever team has the higher goals, but in this case it's XG. And so you can see at this XG table, Philadelphia Union are second in the supporter shield, and the Crew are seventh. And the Crew have dropped down 5 spots, while the Union have moved up 1. And so what this can tell us is that the Union are been about the same, but maybe slightly unlucky with a win, or with a game or so on average. But the Crew have been a little bit more lucky, and maybe have won games where they have had less XG. So, I mean, maybe the Union are a slightly better team, or maybe they've just performed better in the sense that they've had more good chances and given up less chances. And so Philadelphia's record is 7-1-3, and with one draw, 3 losses. And the Crew's record is 7-3-1. So they're very similar, but the Crew have drawn 2 more games than Philly, and Philly has lost 2 more games. And Philadelphia's home record is 4-1-1, so they're good at home. But the Crew are actually undefeated away. They're 3-1-0. So that looks good for the Crew, being that they are undefeated away, but Philadelphia is also very good at home. So, and then next, Philadelphia scored 1.9 goals per game, which is tied for 4th amongst the league, and the Crew have scored 1.6 goals per game. So Philadelphia scored a little bit more goals per game than the Crew, so their offense might be slightly better, but you also, maybe the Crew have missed big chances, so there's a lot of nuance to that. And both teams have conceded 0.9 goals per game, so which is tied for 3rd. So both teams are very good, and the defenses especially. But something interesting about that is the Crew have almost 60% possession per game. The average is 58.8. And Philadelphia has 48.2% average possession. So Philadelphia on average has less of the ball, but they somehow are tied for 4th in the amount of goals per game they have, which is pretty crazy. And so something that they could be doing is counterattacking, so they win the ball and they go quick, or winning the ball high up the field, which is something that they do. Philadelphia is tied for 1st in the number of times that they have won the ball in their attacking third per game. So when we're building out of the back, we do have to be careful, because Philadelphia will be good at pressing. So uh, something that we should do if we're under pressure is to play the ball long to maybe a target striker. Um, and both teams are good at defending. Pretty much. I mean, Philadelphia is tied for second with 5 shutouts, so they are a very good defensive team. We may struggle to score there. And the Crew have 3 shutouts, which is tied for 15th, which is halfway. So the Crew's defense is pretty good. I mean, it's average, but they both have also given up 10 goals. So both defenses are very good. And so now I'm gonna get into my preferred starting lineup for the game. So obviously in goal, Patrick Schulte. I mean, not much to say about that. For the back line, I've gone with Moreira, Zawadzki, and Amundsen. And I think Moreira, I mean, he's very, very good. Defensive Player of the Year last year. He's a lock to start. And I've picked Zawadzki to start at center back because of Philadelphia's counterattack that they will be quick to counter. And Zawadzki has good recovery pace and athleticism to help bail us out if we are in a situation where they are countering. And I've gone for Amundsen at the left center back spot because I like his physicality and I think he's a good player. I would say though that Chiberko does deserve to start. He has been very good this season, but I just feel like this type of game, I feel like this back line we definitely should use Zawadzki back there because he has more pace and he's also probably better on the ball. And with Philadelphia's press, I feel like Zawadzki will be better back there with getting us out of the pressing as he is a midfielder naturally. And then for our 2 center mids, I've gone for Shambush and Nagbe. And I mean, those are our 2 center mids, really. I mean, Zawadzki's the other center mid that you could put in there to be a little bit more defensive. But I feel like with Philadelphia not having as much possession, we'll probably control possession. Like, I feel like Shambush and Nagbe are both a little bit better in possession. I mean, Nagbe is our best player. Doesn't lose the ball at all. So I think Shambush and Nagbe should both start in the midfield. And for right wing back, I've gone for Farsi, and left wing back for Arston. I mean, I feel like those are kind of locks. We don't really have any. We have Lapalainen, but I mean, we haven't really seen him play much. And I feel like, I mean, they're obviously going to start unless if one of them gets injured. And then for our 2 10s, I've gone for Rossi and Gazdag. I feel like, again, these are like our 2 highest paid players, I think. Rossi definitely is. And I feel like they, being our 10s, I feel like they do need to create a little bit more, create chances. I mean, Rossi's good at finishing when he gets the chances, but I feel like he could create a little bit more like Cucho did. And then for the last position here of the front 3, I've gone for Russell Rowe. And I think that this one is probably could be the most debated. Definitely other than the center back spot. You could go for AZ here, and that's what Nancy almost did last game. But I'm not exactly sure what happened, but Gazda got injured in warm-ups, got a knock in warm-ups, so they had to switch there, and Russell Rowe came in. So obviously that could work with AZ in there, but I feel like, well, we wouldn't have a striker. All 3 of them are more 10s or center mids. And Russell Rowe is a striker, which will help because we need someone on their back line to stretch the defense. And if we have AZ in there, then none of them will naturally do that to stretch the back line, create space for the other 2 in the midfield. And also, I feel like with Philadelphia's high pressing, as we've seen, they win the ball back a lot. We should have to play long a little bit more, and with Russell Rowe's height and size, he will be able to bring those balls down. If we play like a long lofted ball targeted at him, he could be a good target for to bring the balls down and play it down to Gazdag or Rossi, and then we can counter that. Like, we can go quickly there. And then obviously his height helps with set pieces defensively and offensively, and he's also our best finisher on the team. I mean, you could argue that Rossi is, or Gazdag. I mean, he had the one game against Miami that wasn't very good, but he is a good finisher. But I still think that Russell Rowe is our best finisher, and I think that Nancy has said that. So yeah. And then for my match prediction, Philadelphia, for the match prediction, Philadelphia have a 42.17% chance of winning, and that's something that I calculated using metrics. And the Crew have a 32.15% chance of winning and then there's a 25.67% chance of draw. So Philadelphia are the favorites here as they're playing on their home field, and they are. I mean, if you look at the XG table too, they have performed a little bit better than us this season. But that doesn't mean we can't win. It's still close, within 10%. I mean, it could go either way. This game could go either way. And for the score, I've gone for 2-1 Crew. I think there'll be a little bit struggle to score, but I think we'll get the first goal, and this will kind of force Philadelphia to push for it and open the game up a little bit. And then I think that Philadelphia will probably score, and then we'll get the last one. But this, I think that will be the score, 2-1 Crew. And then, yeah, so overall with the game, we'll probably control possession, but we have to be careful of those counterattacks and losing the ball, building out of the back. And then I feel like Philadelphia is probably a little bit similar to Charlotte, as they like to sit back, probably compact the space, get behind the ball, and then counter, which Charlotte did. But I do think that Philadelphia will be better at that, better defensively, probably better on the counter too. They'll probably be, based on the stats, they should kind of play the same-ish way, but Philadelphia should be better at what they do. So, yeah, and then I won't be able to do the live stream tonight. I won't be able to watch the game, but I'm looking forward to doing some later, and hopefully the Crew will win tonight. I won't be able to watch, but hopefully, for all of those who do watch it, we get a win. So, thank you so much. I'm gonna log off now.